The London Book Fair, a great place to take the temperature of an industry going through a digital revolution. That's being led, of course, by the mighty Amazon with its Kindle. But another firm, Kobo, claims it's in second place and beginning to catch up. It's using the fair to launch a brand new e-reader, which it says will make a real difference. And I've been talking to its boss, Mike Sabinis, about that new product. Mike Sabinis, you're very proud of this new product. What's so special about it?
This new e-reader, the Kobo Aura HD, it's the first high-definition e-reader on the market. So at 265 dpi, the highest resolution e-reader, higher resolution than most tablets, and the closest thing to reading real print on paper.
And you're up against an enormous, dominant force in Amazon. How far behind are you?
Last year we had a tremendous year. In fact, we closed out the year where sales of e-readers for Kobo tripled year over year, growing far faster than the competition and vaulting us into the #2 spot worldwide.
But a long way behind the #1 spot.
Not as far as you think.
What do you know about your readers' reading habits?
So we collect data to enable you to have an experience across multiple devices. So we capture your page turns, the page that you're on, and that gives us other information like how fast you're reading. It tells us whether you bought a book and you loved it because you finished it all in one sitting in a few hours. And that allows us to give much better recommendations on what you might like next from the same author, or whether we should recommend a different author, a different genre for you.
We've seen what some see as a worrying trend of incredible cut price deals, 20p e-books. Isn't that going to damage the publishing industry as a whole and reading as a whole over the long run?
I think some of these promotional tactics are really short-term and short-sighted, and it's not something that we're engaged in.
You think that could actually damage the long-term interests of publishing?
It absolutely could, but I think what we'll see is that there'll be more short-term and promotional in nature, because we know they're not sustainable.
How far, though, is this digital reading revolution going? There are some signs, aren't there, that it's peaked and that, books may still have a future.
So we view this as a 25-year transformation, and whether you're in the US and let's say at year 5 or in the UK at the beginning of year 3, we think there's a long way to go. Sure, there's some slowdown in the growth rates in these initial markets, because what we're seeing is the consumer trade part of the business starting to slow down in growth. But new parts of the business like kids, like academic, really haven't even got going yet. So we sell today and we offer ebooks in 190 countries in over 70 languages. So we get a unique purview to see how this is really developing around the world, whether in the US or the UK where it really got going initially, or new countries like Brazil and India where the physical infrastructure for books never really existed. And just like they jumped technologies from landline to mobile telephony, they're going to do the same thing when it comes to digital. So we're pretty excited based on what we're seeing, the trends in reading behavior in new markets, as well as what we're seeing in mature markets.